has been told before. You know of the mighty Titan Kronos. So fearful was Kronos of the Oracle's prediction that his own children would rise against him, that he decided to imprison them all in his belly. Rhea stood by and watched as her children were devoured one by one. But when the time came for the last of her children to be eaten, she was unable to bear another such loss, and devised a trick to save the baby Zeus. Rhea commanded the eagle to secret her son away.
My name is Tim Bentley, and I am what you might call a serial entrepreneur.
He was taken to an island far beyond the watchful eyes of Kronos.
I've worked for myself or with my wife for the last 20 plus years. Last couple of years have been into the crypto space, the platform space, the project space, trying to launch things that actually make a difference and aren't really geared towards corporations making money. And our latest is Zeus's Chariots, which is a play-to-earn Web3 game that's going to be coming out hopefully in the first quarter of 2023.
If we lost, it would mean an end to the golden age of the Titan rule. Peace and prosperity for mankind would be no more.
Hello, 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 all of my fabulous, beautiful people. And how are you all doing today? I hope you're all doing very well. Joe, thank you so much. I hope that I don't put you to sleep. Honestly, if you can sleep through my voice talking, you can sleep through anything. Real men have hair, Joe. Okay? Real men have hair. So today, I thought it would be fun if we discussed one of my new favorite scams in the entire world. Because you see, about a year ago, myself and the recovering Hunbot were just kind of hanging out, streaming about On Passive. And she got a message from somebody saying, I left On Passive, but I joined this amazing new opportunity that I found here on the interwebs. And, just all of a sudden, it was just like, what is this thing? And And I was like, oh my God, what the hell is this scam? So here we are now. And over the past several months, this scam has changed quite a little bit. See? Real men have hair. So it has changed quite a little bit, but it is still kind of the same scam. And recently I got kicked out of their Zoom meeting. They apparently don't like me very much because, along came Queen and the scam was outed or something. I don't know. So here we are. And they have done a public release now of this Zoom meeting. And I thought that we should go through it today because this thing is quite the scam, if you will. They claim that they are going to be a pay-to-play game. It's going to involve Bitcoin and their own NFTs, which they claim that they're going to be making all on their own. And the rest of us are just like over here.
No.
And because of that, I feel the need to talk about them because it just seems really scammy. They now have this way of making money, if you will, while you're playing games. And they seem to even believe that you're going to make money doing everything online. Joe, you are. doing everything online, including just watching sports, apparently. People are going to get paid to do. So I think it is important if we see what Tim has to say. Good old, Timmy, then see what he has to say about what Zeus's Bounty is going to be doing and how they're going to be apparently taking over the world. So without further ado, let's see what Tim has to say.
All right, so I want to welcome everybody here. For those of you that don't know me, or maybe it's your first time attending one of our webinars, or you just got involved in our community, my name is Tim Bentley.
His name is Tim Bentley. Good old Timmy.
Tim Bentley. Tim Bentley. Tim Bentley.
So let's see what Timmy has to say.
And I am what you might call a serial entrepreneur. I work for myself or with my wife for the last 20 plus years.
Doing several different scams.
Last couple of years have been into the crypto space, the platform space, the project space, trying to launch things that actually make a difference and aren't really geared towards corporations making money.
Unless it's his corporation making money, do not let any of these businesses fool you. Their dream is to be a corporation that makes a shit ton of money.
And our latest is Zeus's Chariots, which is a play-to-earn Web3 game that's going to be coming out hopefully in the first quarter of 2023.
Yes, hopefully in the first quarter of 2023. Now, unlike on Passive, which Ash might get upset about, this company has released some softwares in their back office, if you will, one of them being an email one. And they had released, a version of this game. They are in the third stage now of beta testing for this game, as I'm sure Tim here will of course explain it all to us.
And we've tied a lot of really, really cool things into this. So I'm going to go over some highlights here, and I want you to keep in mind that some of these things that I talk about right now have not really been solidified on the back end as far as, well, the Zeus Boost in particular. The healing centers we can do, that's not a problem. But I've yet to get the licensing rights for the Zeus Boost that I want to bring into market. So we're going to go through some things.
Okay, and is there a problem with that, Timmy? Why don't you have the licensing rights? You would think that would be the first thing that you would do before you would come out here, once again, announce to everyone that you're going to be doing this, and then take their money. You are taking money for people to come in and join this Zeus's Bounty Academy, if you will. It's kind of like on Passive in the sense that he calls them all founders, and they are all helping him apparently found this game, this business, if you will. So again, why are you doing all that before even getting the licensing correct for this? I feel like these things do all of their business backwards.
Here that might seem a little strange to you. It may not even seem real, right?
It's not real.
Right? You may think that it's bullshit.
It is bullshit.
And that's totally fine. I can understand that.
Okay, I'm glad that we've decided that, Tim.
But like I said, we've been blessed with some amazing technologies that we've discovered, even more technologies than what you're going to see here today that have been falling into our lap.
Have you been blessed with amazing, amazing technologies, Tim, though?
No.
Like, what are these technologies that you have been oh so blessed with?
And actually having conversations with what seems to be some of the most brilliant people in the world.
What seems to be? Okay.
And what they need is money. because what they're bringing to the table is cures, remedies, solutions to the problems. And through the tradition.
Okay, I just have a question. What is the problem where we are like, we need a pay-to-play game with Bitcoin and NFTs that will help us make money? I'm just wondering.
Traditional financing model of the medical industry, those projects do not get funded. Okay, I don't mean to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but there is an obstacle for people that are bringing cures to the market to get funding through the traditional model.
Cures is a very interesting word that he's chosen to use in this several times, don't you think?
So a lot of our partnerships, and one in particular with Lab Rabbits, their whole goal is to raise money for biotech firms, people that are bringing solutions to the marketplace, raise money on the blockchain so they can actually get the money for the solutions that they have in hand. Anyway, this presentation that you're going to see here right now, the first half of it is our investor side deck. Okay, we are currently seeking some investors.
Dun 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 dun! Tim here needs some investors.
Zeus, your son has returned! I bring the destruction of Olympus!
Oh, he needs money so that he can make the internet space great again.
And that really at different levels. We have NFTs that are going to be minted on the 25th for 1.4 ETH. You can become part owner of this game. We have 5% outright sale of the company at $50,000 a percent, so $250,000 for the whole 5%. And then we're actually seeking much larger investment for the Zeus Healing Center, but that's not something we're doing through this model. We have financiers for that. So we're going to be talking about Zeus's chariots.
And what is the Zeus's Healing Center, you ask? Well, I guess we'll find out, right?
Web3 play to earn game. We're going to be going over something I call Zeus's Healing Centers and another product that we call Zeus Boost. So Zeus's Chariots is our pay to earn Web3 game. We're going to be using as a conduit for green technologies, healing modalities, a lot of really cool things. The Zeus's Healing Centers, Zeus Healing Centers are going to be outfitted with the latest bioscalar wave technology that prompts your body to heal on its own. It's basically
like the med bed?
DNA repair.
Wait, what? Zeus's Bounty. Zeus's Bounty, guys, is going to do DNA repair. You know, it's such a great thing. We've all been out here for just decades, just wondering how to cure all ailments. And then, you know, just all... And then along came Zeus. He hurled his thunder. And here we are. They're going to cure the world. Does this sound familiar?
Now, this technology's been around for about 20 years. In fact, we'll get into that with the next slide. Okay, bioscalar wave technology, the energy enhancement systems. They're known as EE systems. Okay, and I don't want you guys to wait for a Zeus Healing Center to open before you go and visit one of these centers.
Of course not.
Okay? They're eesystem.com. You should go and you should find a center near you and go and have a session. It generates multiple bioactive.
I now feel the need in future to dive into the pseudoscience of this. Let me know if you want me to.
Life-enhancing energy fields, including scalar waves, which can allow cell regeneration, improve immune function, provide relief from pain, detoxify the body, elevate moods, and assist in balancing right and left hemispheres of the brain to increase energy levels. I've read.
Yes, we are making illegal medical claims, and you guys thought that Zeus's Bounty was only out here making illegal income claims. Nope, we're doing both.
A lot of the studies that have been done on this technology
Uh-huh.
In just 1 hour experience in this field creates your mitochondria production. It increases it by 4x. And
Oh, yeah?
mitochondria is very, very important in case you don't know. This
Oh.
stunning technology, developed over 20 years ago by Dr. Sandra Rose Michael, uses custom installed computers to generate morphogenic energy fields that can promote healing. The EE system has been recognized at dozens of medical, scientific, and professional conferences around the world.
But then, Big Pharma does not want them to heal the world. So they have come and stricketh this down, just like Zeus has come to stricketh down Hades in the past. Whoa!
The EE system has been installed throughout the United States and internationally to promote wellness, healing, relaxation, purification, rejuvenation. This ecologically and environmentally safe system used by individuals, doctors, and therapists, as well as meditation and wellness centers to improve human development and psychological well-being.
There is a difference between using something as an aid and then saying that something can cure everything.
If you go and you look into these systems, I want you to spend some time not only looking at the scientific documentation that's been done on it,
The pseudoscientific documentation that's been done on it. Sorry, I had to correct him there.
but also some of the incredible testimonials coming out of these centers. We have two people on this webinar right now that have already been to a center and experienced what it was like, and they both said the same thing.
Wow, you don't say. You mean two people that would want this to work because you guys now want to profit off of this method went and tried this and they're saying it's amazing? Holy crap, amazing balls. Who would have thought?
They've never felt more at peace. Even
Woo!
professional yogis, meditators, practitioners of meditation have said that they went into a deeper meditation that they've ever been able to go in before. These supposedly put you in a deeper meditative state
Pretty
than a
much,
Buddhist
Joe.
monk in less than 7 minutes. And all you
Whoa.
do is you go in, you sit down, and you fall asleep. I'm going to let you guys.
It sounds a lot like what you do is you go, you find a quiet place, and then for about 20 minutes you go, "Hoo." We've all seen how that doesn't work, so I'm just saying. My kid's still not eating her vegetables, damn it.
Do your own research on this, and you might ask, how are we going to roll this into the game? And that's all going to be explained.
Yeah, please explain to me, Tim, good old Timaroo, Timmy.
Tim Bentley.
Please, Timmy, explain to me how this cure-all bioscalar wave technology system is going to be implemented into your chariot race Bitcoin game and what any of it has to do with any of it. Please continue and let us all know. We're all wondering.
Scalar wave technology. Look at this. These are just the screens right here. This is what's producing the energy fields.
Well, they're good for you,
sit
Joe.
It's absolutely incredible. So Zeus's chariots
Tim
is
Bentley.
the next generation pay to earn Web3 game.
And let me tell you, it's a really great thing that we do have them here. We need them, okay? Science is apparently the city of Olympus.
Zeus, your son has returned! I bring the destruction of Olympus!
Lord, save us all.
Not only are we going to be setting out to break records in the P2E space, but we are also going to use Zeus to branch out to multiple verticals while supporting our hefty charitable goals. And they are hefty. We believe Web3 can offer substantial relief in this world.
You don't
And I
say.
believe that. I wrote this weeks ago. And then I went to a place.
I believe that because I wrote this weeks ago. Source, Tim Bentley.
Where everybody was working towards this. And it was incredible.
Who?
Right now.
Who's everybody? Who's everybody that was working towards this other than you, Tim? Seriously, can you name drop some people?
The problem in the marketplace, in the play to earn space, is market volatility.
Okay.
Most of the tokenomics leaves the community and its players at risk of market drops. We just saw this happen with the SLP token from Axie Infinity.
And now Tim here is going to tell us how he is the answer to all of these problems.
Right? Axie Infinity
Right.
had 3.2 million daily players all around the world making money. The scholars were making money. The people playing the game were making money. And then the crypto market crashed. Their token went to almost nil. Their NFTs went to nothing. And it wasn't worth playing anymore because.
Oh my God, you don't say. Geez, this is really making me want to invest my tokens into you, Tim. Continue on telling me how these markets crash.
People weren't playing the game because it was fun. They were only playing because it was making them money.
Damn it!
Securities fraud. Recent developments from the US government gives a strong sign of things to come. 99.9% of all projects could be deemed as securities and be shut down or disallowed from operating in the United States.
Yeah, but so this is an industry you want to jump into. Why, Tim?
Barrier to entry. Most play to earn games have a huge barrier to entry for most players. Hence the rise of the gaming guilds who rent out playable NFTs for a profit share with players. Low return on investment.
Everybody scam.
Very difficult to earn any type of substantial income from the play to earn games that are currently in the market right now.
Aha, but Tim here is going to promise us all a substantial return if we go and we make money with his pay-to-play games. They're going to be pay-to-earn games. You're going to make thousands of dollars. In fact, he says at the least you'll make $3,000 within 45 days.
There are games where you can earn a lot of money, but it might cost you $250,000 to get in.
Okay.
NFT ownership required. In almost all play to earn games, you must own at least one NFT. Sometimes you need to buy multiples to even start the game. So our solution to this problem.
That is a problem. You should just never buy NFTs. Ever.
Is we're using stable tokenomics. Our
Sure.
in-game and native tokens will be paired with stable coins. This means there's no fluctuation in the price of our token or the amount of players will be earning playing the game.
Again, says who? Tim.
Okay, if we don't subject ourselves to market crashes, then there's no reason for people to stop playing our game. If the market crashes, our tokens are worth the exact same value they were. We're going to remove the barrier to entry. Play for free and still earn or rent a chariot from one of our owners. Okay, we talked about the gaming guilds. The owners of our charioteers are our own little gaming guild that get to take advantage of the marketplace.
And that's how you're a brobot for this MLM pyramid scheme, Bitcoin paid to earn game scam, is that you obviously buy one of these chariots for the chariot race, and then you're like renting it out to people as well as making money off of it and whatnot. We've talked about this in the past. I have covered this before, so you can check out my past video on this scam to see what I'm talking about when I talk about that.
Bigger earnings. Okay, after months and months, we have developed a solid approach to players getting paid. Even free players can earn great money racing Zeus's chariots.
So then wait a minute, Tim. What do you mean? You can come in for free and then earn money? Huh. Weird.
Easy to use. ZC is going to be tied into brand new one-click sign-in wallet connected to your Google account. No more struggles with MetaMask or other wallets. So that's going to be a huge thing when people don't have to go through the process of setting up a MetaMask wallet.
Yeah, I just want to know when the Google AdSense area for the Google account there to collect money like that we all have out here that get paid on YouTube. I want to know when it agreed to take in a Bitcoin and NFTs and whatnot. I wasn't aware that they had done that. So if anyone out there wants to let me know, that'd be great.
How many of you enjoyed that process when you were brand new to crypto?
Not me. I don't ever enjoy anything to do with crypto. It's a scam.
Put a 1 in the chat right now if setting up your crypto wallet was one of the biggest obstacles of getting into crypto for you.
Put a 1 in the chat if you've never set up a crypto wallet because you know better.
John with a 1, Rhonda with a 1, Martin 10.
With a 1. Everyone, put a 1.
And with a lot of 1s. Yeah.
A lot
It
of
really
them.
sucks, right? So one of our collab partners has created a brand new wallet, and it's a one-click sign-in
Whoa.
with your Google account.
Holy.
Completely secure. You're going to be able to purchase crypto, NFTs with your bank card, with your Cash App card. It's going to be really, really good. And that's going to be tied right into our game, which
It's going to be really, really good. We promise.
is going to really help reduce the barrier to entry for people that aren't already playing play to earn games. We have a huge market with people that are already familiar with the space, but this is going to help us with people that aren't. Product overview. Okay, we are unique. Not only is our concept unique, all
Oh, it's unique, all right. They're unique.
of our artwork, our digital assets, were and
We found the artwork. The original artwork they had was actually stolen. You could go and find it somewhere else. And then the artwork they have now just looks like look at it. It looks like clip art. Okay, it's not really all that original there.
are being created from the ground up for Zeus's chariots.
Ground
No
up.
repurposed assets. We're going to be one of the first to market with a super fast-paced, action-packed game that doesn't take a whole lot of time to play and has huge rewards.
There are already games on the market that could be described as this, but don't worry, Tim claims he'll be the first.
Test it. As you know, our founders are testers for our games. We're in version 3 right now. I didn't really distribute it in mass because the animations that they gave me.
See version 3 of their testing. They claim to have 250 founders. What does that all mean? What are they testing? What are they doing with the test? No information ever given, just like on passive. But I do believe that they are actually testing it a little bit more than I do about on passive.
I really didn't like. So I wanted to get it back and get a new version 3, version 4 into your guys' hands, which should be real soon. So together, we're all going to test the game. We're going to get feedback, and we're going to bring the game to market.
And you're all called founders, but are you going to make money off of the actual sale of the game? No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not an actual founder. Now, that is like on passive.
The iconic name of Zeus, using Greek gods and striking
Yeah, listen to this. This is good.
imageries of Zeus chariots is playing of iconic mythologies. We're playing off mythology. And we're
Heroes playing off of all of the mythology, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes, he is.
And then along came Zeus. He hurled his thunder.
All of
Zeus, your son has returned! I bring the destruction of Olympus!
watch it. Whoa! Watch out!
We're going to make Zeus a household name. By the year
What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're gonna make Zeus a household name?
And then along came Zeus. He hurled his thunder.
Not like Disney would have done that first or anything. But I'm okay.
2024, Zeus is going to be ubiquitous with healing, finances, and food, fuel, water, and money for people all over the world.
No.
I don't think so, but maybe that's just me.
We are going to be the conduit
Nope.
to so many things.
Okay.
How to access our game. our game is going to be playable on Oculus 2 VR headsets along with desktop version.
And how are people going to be able to pay for that? Who cares, right?
Here's our business model. We based our research on market trends and needs of the industry.
Right, Joe? I feel like he's all like, I'm going to make Zeus a household name. I'm like, and nobody knows who Zeus is? You really think that? Okay, Tim. Okay.
We discovered a hole in the play to earn gaming space. Fast-paced, action-packed, easy to play. We've been going through an intensive design and build phase since March of this year. You guys mostly know this. Our launch plan is created, and we feel we have an incredible opportunity right now to be the biggest play to earn game yet. And I can say this confidently with the marketing plan that has been hammered out over the last month and how we are going to feed the free player marketplace and how they are going to feed the pay to earn space and how investors and racers are all going to come together to make this game probably one of the coolest experiences people can play.
Wow, all that marketing, right, guys? You saw all the marketing all over the place. All of you know what Zeus's Bounty is. If you have never been to my channel before and you are watching this, you've definitely heard of Zeus's Bounty, haven't you? Because of all of the marketing campaigns that they've been doing, right? They've just been, so busy all over the internet. Wherever you go, you're just going around, and then all of a sudden,
And then along came Zeus. He heard.
and you're like, oh my God, there's another ad for Zeus's Bounty. What the hell am I going to do? They're everywhere.
Right now, the play to earn space is valued at 178 billion. Seems like a big number, right? It's not. This year, in 2021, play to earn games raised 1.3 billion. The market is in its infancy. We are witnessing the birth of what could possibly be the biggest industry in the world, worth 10 trillion or more. All the gaming, all the education, everything is going to be flowing into earn to learn, earn to play, earn to watch. There's going to be a dynamic shift all over the place in almost every vertical where the tables are turned. And now the consumer is going to be the one getting compensated for their time, for watching a football game, playing a video game, learning how to code, whatever it is. We are moving to a phase where you are going to be getting paid to do those things. Market comparisons. Check this out. Even the worst ideas right now in the play to earn space are bringing in millions. They're bringing in millions. They don't even put out a game. They just do it with hype and BS. Mediocre ideas are bringing in tens of millions. And the few good ones have already earned billions in this.
Yeah, Joe, like they were after the on-passive ads all over the place because they're also doing this amazing marketing campaign. I wanted to let him talk a little bit because I wanted you to hear how he kind of talks about the industry as a whole, as a general whole, right? And then claims that because that industry is doing well, that automatically equates to Zeus's Bounty and their chariot races doing well. And he does this a lot. It's a very, very big used manipulation tactic that these scammers like, because it basically makes you think, as someone watching this, you're supposed to go, oh yes, that's a huge industry, a huge market, and we are definitely going to be able to get lots and lots of customers and people like renting our chariots and whatnot because that place is doing well. What they fail to mention is that what they're bringing to the table is nowhere near what's already out there, and therefore it probably won't.
Space. So our competition right now in the play to earn space in the horse racing area, there's two games, Z Run and D Race, and they're both doing great. They're making a lot of money, but these are simple, like predetermined horse races where you bet on the winner, right? So it's not even an involved type of game.
Oh, no.
There are a couple of racing games coming out, but nothing really in our genre. Our growth.
Yeah, you see what he did there? He's all like, we are coming out with the best thing. on the market without even thinking, like, do you not think that all of them are also working on something like this and that they'll probably come out with it sooner than you'll be able to come out with it, do this marketing campaign and be known? I mean, it's the same thing as with On Passive and Ash and all his promises, right? Like Tim does the exact same thing in that sense.
Strategy, and mind you, some of these might not be fully accurate. I changed some of these things around, the dates of things, maybe when we do.
And here we are on some of these might not be fully accurate. That's great, Tim. So then why are you putting them out here and promising them to people? Again, don't promise things that you're not going to actually accomplish.
What we do and what order we do them in.
Oh no.
October, we are growing our community. Right now, our Twitter's up to a little over 10,000 followers. We're growing Discord. We're going to be doing a MIT for our final 60 founder NFTs on the 25th. And then November, I don't think we're doing anything.
The only thing I can say is at least they didn't bring up Telegram, at least not yet. But don't worry, they do use Telegram.
November, we're going to wait until December. We're going to do a token launch. And then in January, we're going to do charioteer sales and obstacle sales before we launch. Traction, forecast.
That was hella quick, wasn't it? Yep. So October, it says growing our communities on Twitter and Discord, 20,000 person community expected. All right. Then how many founders they have? Apparently 250 according to them. But as Alonda and I pointed out in her stream about this just recently, we're not sure if that's even as high of the numbers. It doesn't seem like a lot of people know about this or are like watching their videos and whatnot. They're lucky if they're getting like 200 views right now. November 2022, token sale at 66% off. Triple the community size and grow a specific Telegram channel for token sales. For those that don't know, Telegram, very big thing that scammers like to use. Stay away from Telegram. December 2022, community growth continues, and we are at 250,000 people. I love how they're talking about this as if like it's a for sure thing. It's not, and we are projected to be at. They say we are at. Obstacle sales begin.
Our growth strategy, and mind you.
No, hold on. I'm just sorry, guys. I'm trying to get to the next one. January 2023, of course. They have charioteer sales occurs through a community of, now they're saying they're going to have 500,000 plus people in their Zeus Bounty community. February of 2023, they say Zeus's chariots is launched to the world. So again, they are promising their launch date right now in February of 2023. So hopefully, all of a sudden in February of 2023,
And then along came Zeus. He hurled his thunderbolt.
right? They'll just show up and they'll just take over the world. July of 2023, they say that their first product is going to hit the shelves. But of course, they're talking about this all in past tense. Again, pay attention to the language that these companies use. It is all a way to manipulate you. They're talking about it as it is a for sure thing. And putting it in past tense like this is like Ashes and his whole already a done deal bullshit, right? So when you read it, it seems a for sure thing, and it's like your mind kind of thinks like it's already been done. So it manipulates you into believing in it more. Zeus's Boost is available in the US and Canada. Yeah, geez, we fucking can't wait here in Canada. Pulling numbers out of someone's ass. Yeah, pretty much, because I don't know where they're getting any of these numbers about how like 500,000 plus people in January. Okay, like hello, we're in middle of October, and I don't even think they have 1,000 people following them. Like it's ridiculous.
Before we launch. Traction, forecasting for success. So here's some of our.
So guys, I just really wanted to like pause and read it because he goes through it really fast, which again is another manipulation tactic where he's just boom, 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 firing off info. And he's not all crazy like me, apparently.
Key metrics and how it all breaks down. Now, mind you, we're going to have a really aggressive marketing strategy to acquire free players, and we're going to be rewarding them handsomely. We're going to be sharing ad revenue with the free players, and they're going to get paid just for playing our game, win, lose, or draw.
You know what? Speaking of ad revenue, that actually reminds me, we need to just take a minute and hear from the sponsors. Today's video is brought to you by Tiny Dinger Condoms, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. Do you think women lie about being sexually assaulted? Do you use your community like a dating app but only date women in other countries but flirt with other women the entire time? Then leave that e-girlfriend for another woman with a My Little Pony fetish that ends up being a dude who's catfishing you for 6 years as a sexy woman? Do you then post lolly of bubbles in your Discord after making sexual cartoons involving minors and claim you are not a nunce? Do you think Onision is innocent? Then we have the brand for you. You won't need to make Sims characters out of your community members anymore and impregnate them in some weird fetish game, or date men who love My Little Pony and the Powerpuff Girls when you have Tiny Dinger Condoms. Heck, you won't even need to wank it to Faith Vickers and Ethan Ralph's porn anymore. Bet you'll soon make your own with that sexy woman or man, you know, the one who loves the Powerpuff Girls there. Just turn on the webcam and show that real live e-girl from OnlyFans, who I'm sure loves you just as much, that Tiny Dinger, and let her know that you use Tiny Dinger Condoms. The condoms that won't let your manliness hide when a man wants to come and do the anal slip and slide. Located at the CVS Pharmacy, Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, all of your local pharmacy brands, and hidden in your favorite streamer's nightstand, because don't worry, they're all the same. No more desperation with those condoms. Now, back to our video. All right, so thank you again, Tiny Dinger Condoms, for sponsoring my whole channel, all of my videos and streams, and my community tab posts, since they're now content.
When we launch, we'll fully expect about 1 million free players. Maybe we'll have 50,000 paid players. Gross revenue on that is 150 million for the month. Net revenue is 135 million. So we can come right out the gate, pull in 150 mil.
Once again, I know, Joe, I'm very sorry for traumatizing you again. Poor Joe has to deal with me traumatizing him with Bells of Nevermore all day and DC Media Girl all day. And someone said help. But, you know, it had to be done. Again, though, Timmy here is just pulling numbers out of his arse. For real. Like, I don't know where he's getting these numbers from. I have gone back and I have tried to find out if there was any way, and I don't math, but so if I look at this and it makes no sense and looks stupid, it might not be, but I'm pretty confident. Like, I went and I looked at the whole industry, what it makes, all that stuff, and tried to be like, is he even getting these numbers in a realistic way, or is he actually just pulling them out of his ass? He's completely pulling them out of his ass. Nothing makes sense here. No matter what percentage of that industry you claim that he is going to, quote unquote, take over, I can't come up with these numbers that he has put up here on his screen. I would like for him to explain to us in more detail how he came up with them instead of just firing them off at us and promising us that that's what this thing's going to be doing with their success rate.
A year later, maybe we've grown 5x and we have 5 million players. I really think that these numbers are a little off, but when you look at the scale of them.
Oh, well, as long as he said they're a little off, then it's totally fine. Then none of them make any sense, right?
I couldn't possibly bring myself to write down anything bigger. But when we're tying all these things into the game, I do believe that these figures could grow.
Okay.
So, and you guys can see what the forecast is. March of 2025, 20 million players, 1 million paid players, gross revenue of 3 billion, and a net revenue of 2.9 billion. Now, all the founders are going to be
again, numbers out of his arse.
Sharing in 5% of that revenue. Everybody that's in Zeus's Bounty is going to be sharing in 7.5% of that revenue. Any investor that invests directly with 1% to 5%, you know, could you imagine buying 5% of Zeus's chariots today for 250,000?
No.
And even in just year one, you get a 5% of 135 million. That's a hell of a return in year one.
Yeah, if it was actually true and based on anything, it would be, but this is all just bull hooey.
one. So we are a hell of an investment, and the window for
We are a hell of investment source. Well, you know, just Tim.
Tim Bentley, Tim Bentley, Tim Bentley,
The only source, just him.
investment is really narrowing. So we have a 2-year action plan in place. We're almost through 2022. Okay, as most of you know, we began sales in February. We began production of the game in about May. Now we're here. We're building out the community. We'll be doing token sales, obstacle sales, NFT sales, and our launch.
I mean, the one good thing I can say about Tim is that, at least unlike Ash, he does seem to have somewhat of a business plan. Although it is, as Joe here says, a bunch of unicorn dreams and things that, you know, don't make much sense, it still is on a plan. He's got a whole 2-year action plan here. I mean, that's more than Ash had for on passive. So I joke with a lot because I'm like, it's funny because it's like Tim Bentley knows how to do the business and make the products, but then he can't seem to get any of the like recruits. And then Ash is really good at getting all the recruits, but then he doesn't do anything else correctly.
We're going to be securing a lot of brand partnerships. Okay. We're going to have a
That's
whole
it.
new advertising model for brands to get a piece of. And a lot of the stuff that we give away in the game is going to be donated to us through these brand partnerships.
Uh-huh.
By May, we should be releasing a new version of the game, an updated version. Hopefully by June, our first healing centers open. And then in July, we're going to launch Zeus Boost. That is the plan. And then at the end of the year is going to be our first grand championship race where people are going to race for God only knows how much. So goes that mean 5% plus 7.9 for founder Zeus's Bounty. Yes, sir. That's yes, ma'am. You guys are going to be double dipping, triple dipping. If you have multiple wallets, you're going to be getting paid on all of them. So
It sounds so confusing, like having all these multiple wallets that you're getting paid from after he just bragged about how you'd only need one login with your Google wallet into one place. Come on, Tim.
oh, you know, that plan for Zeus's Bounty to purchase 2.5% of Zeus's chariots was the only way I saw being able to fulfill some of the promises that I made late last year, early this year of getting everybody paid. I failed in my mission of getting everybody, all those people. And I feel like this is going to more than make up for it. Everybody's going to get the passive income that they really wanted when they put a dime or $30, whatever they put into Zeus's Bounty.
So yes, over the last year, he promised everyone that they would be able to sign up to this, and then they would just automatically be like signing people up underneath them, and that they would be selling these chariots and making a whole bunch of money, and it had yet to happen. So at least he's admitting that he let everyone down with that. It's just, this is not going to make up for it, Tim, because this isn't going to be working either.
Now they're all going to be getting that passive income to a degree in which they never, ever, ever would have got with any model.
I also want to know how this is a passive income, right? If it involves having to play a game. I mean, granted, you could argue that if the game is fun to play, then you're not really working. And therefore, I guess it's kind of passive. But usually when you're talking about passive income, that's income you do not have to do anything for. Like, you already did the work, it's out there, and now it's just bringing in money kind of deal. So I don't know. It's very confusing. He needs to explain that.
Previous to this, our financials.
Ah!
We kind of went over this a little bit in the previous slide. This is really more of a breakdown for investors, goes over some of our sales and marketing, customer service, product development, more research. you know, as we move through this space is going to be constantly changing, right? There's going to be add-ons and additions and things that get improved. I've already made a partnership with Plug XR, who is a development platform for creators. Instead of using Unity or Unreal Engine, you can go on to Plug XR and you can code out your stuff with not even code. You can build out yourself with no coding experience. It's amazing. So we have a partnership with them, and we're going to see how that comes to fruition. They're probably going to build something special for our game that they develop, and then you have to purchase that, whatever it is that you can use in the game with their token PXR.
Yeah, so then there's more purchases. Lovely.
And it's going to be really cool. So
Sure.
meet the team. This is me. My name is Tim Bentley.
All right. Remember the other day when we were streaming about them, it was like they don't have a meet the team area on the website. Well, they've been doing it in these Zooms. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Meet the Zoom hidden, because it seems to be a secret where they're only sharing this on Zoom, not on the website or anywhere. Team. I don't know why they're a secret, but the secret is out. Finally.
My wife is my operations manager. Many of you know Nicole. Ken Lockhart owns Exxon Ventures, and Sanu Odesi is our lead game developer. He's been developing games, in particular 3D, or not 3D, virtual reality games since 2013. So
yes, if you want more information on Nicole Bentley, she was the one that we were basically reacting to on the Recovering Hunboz channel last time that we talked about them, which was just a couple days ago. So you can go and check that out to get an idea of who she is as a lovely person.
they have a lot of successful games on the marketplace. The rest of our team, blockchain development, NB Solutions. More of our blockchain work is going to be done by Samuru Solutions. Savvy Social is our marketing team, and Derek Conlin is the one that's building out Discord, all the bots, everything that's happening inside of there. And he is a very instrumental part of our team. He also just got done building out the front end of our smart contract for minting on the 25th. So it's super good to have these teams in-house, you know, particularly NB and Derek. NB wrote the smart contract for the minting. Derek created the front end. And these people I trust implicitly.
So yes, they are going to have their own blockchain, which is why they have a blockchain developers. And of course, then they have their marketing team and whatnot. So just be wary of that.
Very few people in this space are trustworthy.
Including all of the people on this screen. Just saying.
Developers are not. These people I trust. And it is.
Again, like, says who? Why should we trust them? Tim, what are you cutting out of here? On Puzzle Computer Services. Yeah, pretty much, right? Like, every time that we look into something that these guys are connected to, it ends up being like a small thing. Like not a very big, well-known company. So it's not like I could be like, oh yeah, this is a trustworthy place like they claim it is, you know?
Absolutely amazing to have them in-house and on my team. At Zeus's Chariots, we believe have a winning formula and a winning team. We're ready to turn the world upside down with our unique gameplay, our payout structure, and our goal is to make Zeus a household name, not only from the game, but also from the game-changing products that we're going to be bringing to market. Okay, and that's the end of this investor presentation. If you want to reach out to me, here's my information. You can send me an email. You can visit Zeus'sChariots.com.
Don't do it. Do not do it. Okay? Don't do it.
Very well. Play to earn NFT game Splinterlands records 100,000 daily.
So he goes on during this meeting to explain some things in further. And as you can see, it says, oops, didn't realize slides weren't showing. Fabulous job. Good job, Tim. Great job. Fabulous job. Good one.
Players, and they're actually up to like over 300. I talked to them last week in Vegas at the Web3 Expo, they had a setup
Whoa.
there.
Oh,
And
if you
they
do
are
that, I
kicking
just
ass. Roblox, as Mary suggested earlier, they're selling these gift cards to Roblox.
Do it in the
at
next
Kohl's,
account.
grocery stores, and everywhere you can think of. They have 178 million registered users. This is just an indication of things to come. How big.
Again, they have that many users. That doesn't then automatically equate to them getting that many users over here at Zeus Bounty. Do you see these leaps that this man makes?
This space is going to get, and the heights to which we could really reach.
Okay.
Nothing's written in stone. Most things are written in stone now. You guys know the timeline.
But while he was telling us the whole timeline, he was also saying that he isn't even 100% sure if that's how it's going to go and that things might change and blah, 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 as we heard. So, Jesus, Tim.
Our NFT artist, if you guys haven't seen our NFTs, is Mike Stevens. He's done work for Mad Magazine, Topps Trading Cards, Star Wars.
Honestly, he looks like a fabulous, fabulous artist. I don't know how the poor man got involved in doing it for this. He's probably just paid by them, and it's just a commission job to him. I don't want to say that he is as involved in this scam, so please do not go for him. It does appear, based on how I looked into him a little bit, and it does appear that he is just commissioned by them to do the artwork, and that he's just an artist that does artwork. You hire him to do these fabulous, beautiful pieces here, and that does not automatically mean that he's like promoting the scam and stuff. I can't see anything that says that he is, so do not attach him to the scam, although Tim here is trying very hard to.
Garbage Pail Kids. And this is some of his art. And then this is our stuff. And I don't know why these images are blurry. That's the only one that's not blurry. I really like Poseidon. It's a badass. Images of our hippodrome. And now we actually have 3 separate environments already created.
Still haven't realized y'all ain't seeing the screen. Ha!
You can race morning, noon, or night. And you can select which environment you prefer to race in. I'm just going to scan through these. You guys know these differences.
Cool.
Our tokenomics, you guys know that we're a stable coin.
No, there's nothing stable about anything here.
Our coin is going to be paired with USD Plus.
That means nothing.
USD Plus is actually a stable coin tied to USDC, which is stable backed. Okay. Tokenomics. USD Plus is tied to USDC.
There you are, Tim.
Which is an asset-backed stablecoin. It's not an algorithmic stablecoin like we just saw crash. It's totally different. USD Plus actually comes with a 7 to 10% APY. We're going to be using that APY for charity.
They're going to be using it for charity. Thank God he's here. What would we do without him here?
Zeus, your son has returned! I bring the destruction of Olympus!
I'm real scared.
We put it in our smart contract, we would have an imbalance. And I always want it to just be 1 for 1. So we're going to use the USD Plus APY, money generated from the smart contract for charity. 1Z equals 1 ZC equals 1 USD Plus. And these token names aren't written in stone.
Yeah, these people just make up terms. They're like, I'm going to decide that 1 ZC equals a US dollar because I said so. I'm like, you can't just do this.
We don't know what they're going to be yet. When you want to cash out from our game, you're simply going to send ZC to our smart contract. It's going to send you back USD Plus. It's going to be really, really simple. We also have a huge bonus right up at the front. So one of our collab partners is called
No.
Travel Saving Club, where you can get hotels, cruises, cars, and experiences at like wholesale prices. And
Okay.
they've created a new travel token. And for example, if you send $100 to the Zeus's chariot smart contract to play the game, you're not only going to receive the appropriate amount of ZC, but you're also going to receive $100 in travel tokens or travel discounts that you can apply to hotels, cruises, cars, and experiences. So you're going to get an immediate benefit for your money. Races are going to last 5 minutes. They're going to run all day, all night. Not only are you going to be able to race for Z, but you're also going to be able to race for other project coins along with puzzle pieces for prizes, and you're also going to race for points. Okay, so you're going to need to decide as a racer what it is you're racing for. Are you trying to accumulate points so you can go to the end of the week and race for more? Try to get to the end of the year championship and be the champion charioteer? Or are you just trying to make money? Or are you trying to destroy others? Or what? The top 2,500 points
I'm here to destroy others.
earners every week will go to a race on Sunday for 10x the normal prize pool. All of those winners will go to a race at the end of the month for 10x again. And then all of those winners will go to the end of the year race in race purchase options, the gaming lobby. So this is where you're going to select the race that you want to enter. Races are going to be broken down according to the starting fee. So you can select the level you are most comfortable with. Once you selected your race level, the available races will populate for you to choose from. Listed on the race card will be all the tokens available, along with the puzzle pieces that will be in the game for you to collect.
I'm already confused.
So, you know, if you happen to be collecting the puzzle for a free Big Mac, you can enter that race. I don't think we'll have that piece.
No, because McDonald's would sue you.
Prize pools are going to consist of all the purchases made before the race, of power pack add-ons, free lives, along with other project tokens and puzzle pieces.
Sure.
Okay, so you're going to go in, you're going to arm your chariot before the race with power-ups, speed-ups, shields, monsters, all kinds of stuff.
Isn't that cheating? Am I the only one that thinks that that might be cheating? It's weird.
And when you do that, that's going to be the prize pool. So everybody's going to be going in, arming their chariot. Whatever you guys spend becomes what you could win. One race may contain different selection of OPT and puzzle pieces. So you can choose which one
The winner gets the whole Burj Khalifa.
you want to race in. Racing objectives, collecting Z and OPT, collecting puzzle pieces,
What is Z and OPT? He's not going to tell us now.
earning points, and seek and destroy. Puzzle
Seek and destroy.
pieces. Each entry level is going to have more and more valuable prizes in it. So, you know, if you're racing for $1 versus if you're racing for 50, you're going to be winning different pieces.
Really?
You're going to collect all the pieces for that puzzle to claim that prize. And it
What?
could be anything. It could be $1,000 Visa card.
What?
It could be $1,000 in Ethereum. It could be
What?
a vacation.
What?
Could be anything.
Yeah, I doubt that very much, Tim.
Puzzle pieces may be out of the way of the normal course that you might take. So that's when the decision making is going to come in. Like, do I want to win this race, maintain my points, or do I want to go out of my way and collect this valuable puzzle piece? Because maybe you're not even collecting the puzzle, but you can go to our marketplace and sell or trade that puzzle piece to somebody else. When you're holding a puzzle piece, it's going to be at risk of loss. Just like if you're holding coins while you're racing, they're going to be a risk at loss if another chariot
This whole thing is gambling.
takes you out. When you perform a bank action, your puzzle pieces will be safe from theft. So
Oh, gee, that's great. I'm so glad. Thanks, Tim.
twice during the game, you're going to bank your coins if you want to. There's going to be a 5% fee associated with
Oh, of course there's going to be a fee. Why would there not be a fee? We're here to make money, right, Tim?
the banking of the coins, but it will remove the risk of losing whatever it is you collected. And puzzle pieces are going to be able to be bought, sold, and traded on our marketplace.
Really? That's crazy.
Seek and destroy. Why bother trying to win when you can just steal the spoils of other people's hard work? Use natural abilities, power-ups, speed-ups, and
I think that sums up Tim's like whole way of thinking about this world and why he started this scam. There it is, everyone. Why bother trying to win when you can steal the spoils of others' hard work? There you go. There you have it.
obstacles to destroy your opponents. When you remove another chariot from the race, you're going to get everything that they were carrying. Charioteers and their abilities. Each charioteer is going to...
Am I going to be magic? I want to be magic. That's the ability I want. Apparently, I should be canceled because I'm not magic. So I need magic, damn it.
have its own inherent ability that can be used during the race. Once it's used, it will need to recharge before being used again.
Plug me in, daddy.
These powers will inflict damage, but not nearly as much as using an actual power-up. When used correctly and timed with a power-up, elimination of opponents could become easy.
I'm here to eliminate you.
That's a skill set that's going to be learned in the game, okay?
You mean you're not born with it?
That's how you're going to get better at it. You're going to learn exactly when to deploy the power-ups, when to use your ability, when to do what. And these are the basic layout of what the damage is going to be doing from each god, okay, and a soldier. Now,
Well, Poseidon is better than Ice Poseidon, isn't it? I guess at least there's that.
mind you, you're not going to get to choose which of these you purchase,
Oh.
okay? It is going to be a blind sale, you know, aside from this one. The soldier's different.
Wait, Timmy, you want me to buy something without knowing what I'm buying? What?
It's going to be a blind sale. The purchase is going to be made, then we're going to have a reveal day, and then you'll know if you got a Poseidon, a Zeus, and an Aphrodite, or what have you. Power pack add-ons. When you buy the power pack add-on before the race, it's going to include 2 power-ups, 2 speed-ups, a shield, a monster, and the ability to a bank.
You know, poor Aphrodite was just out here being a god and shit. She wasn't doing anything wrong. She was minding her own business, and then just all of a sudden...
And then along came Zeus. He hurled his thunder.
Like, leave her alone!
Coins. Power-ups are going to create serious damage when deployed. Speed-ups are going to give you a speed boost by 10% for short spurts. Shields can be used when your shields bar is 75% full or fuller. Monsters can be deployed one time during the race and will siphon coins from other charioteers. And you're going to have 2 chances during the
Oh my, they're gonna siphon our coins!
race to bank your coin for a fee. The game is going to be amazingly fast. It's going to be over before you know it. And it's
Well, that's not that fun then, Tim.
just going to be action-packed, adrenaline releasing. And if you're winning, it's going to be dropping dopamines into your brain. And that's going to keep people coming back.
We want to make sure everyone has an addiction. That's right.
Here's an example of our race levels.
What?
You can go from 1.
What does any of this mean? We don't know, damn it. Monster can't say what I was thinking. It was never been stopped before, Joe. But like, what is this? 1Z, 3Z, 3 Zeus coins? 100 Zeus coins? That's what Z is. Yay.
To 50. And if there's a level that's not predetermined that you want to race at,
Yay!
you will have the ability to create your own racing lobby.
Oh, geez, isn't that wonderful?
And then here is the rewards, what's available in the race, what the value is, and then what our revenue is. Our revenue is this right here, the entry fee, the admin fee. That's it. We're not taking revenue anywhere else. We're giving it all back as prize pools into the game.
Uh-huh.
Free to earn mode. In our free to play mode, all racers are going to have access to the full arsenal of power ups and speed ups because we want them to get used to using it. Some of this might be older information. Our global ranking system. This is where
Some of this might be older information. Skip that slide.
It gets good, really, in my opinion. So when we launch and the free players start playing, they're going to be getting paid something for playing the game because we're going to be sharing ad revenue with them.
Aha. Yes. Let's see how this all works. Apparently they're sharing ad revenue. So then there's going to be ads on these games.
But while they're doing that, they're going to be getting ranked, and they're going to go into our global ranking system, which is going to track all of their statistics. Meanwhile, while we've been marketing to the developing nations for free players in third world countries, we will have also been marketing to potential investors in the tier 1 countries that want to invest in our players, meaning they can go and hop onto our global ranking system, pick a racer, and then enter into a contract with that person to sponsor them into the paid races. Now imagine what that looks like when we have 1 million free players and maybe the top 1% are getting paid into the races. So that's 10,000 people that obviously are very, very good. And now they're going to start making money. 10 or
Sounds like a pyramid scheme, but okay.
15,000 people are going to start making money. The investor is going to make money. The player is going to make money. And it's just going to grow.
You'll make money, and you'll make money, and you'll make money, and everyone will make money, and then we will cure the world of AIDS.
Probably when that initial contract expires, like an investor is going to be like, hey, I want to sponsor you for 100 races at $5 or at $10. By the time those 100 races are over and that contract is fulfilled, that player probably earned 4 or 5 figures. They're not going to need your sponsorship anymore. They're now going to be paying their own way into these races, and new free players are going to be moving up the ranks to take their place. And this cycle should repeat. And this
Oh yeah, you don't say.
This is all up for debate. It's really going to come down between the sponsor and the racer. You're going to enter a contract, you're going to make an agreement, and then you're going to go.
Oh, so is this going to be private then?
We kind of just went over this a little bit. If we had 1 million free players playing every day for 4 hours per day, 8 races per hour per player, I'm not going to break all that down. Top
Whoa, Tim. Why do you do this?
5% getting sponsored. It equals a lot of revenue.
Look, guys, it equals a lot of money. Tim here says that he's going to make a lot of money, so then it just automatically equals a lot of money because that's how it works, right? He just come on here and he goes, it's going to be a lot of money. And then automatically it's a lot of money. That's totally how the world works.
No.
Jesus.
Okay, this is one of the ways that we're going to be able to ensure the game becomes a success.
Okay.
Yeah, that number right there. In annual
Oh,
revenue.
that number right there. Yeah, like, what is that number? Like $3 billion in annual 1 year of revenue. Are you kidding me right now, Tim?
1 million players. For you, it means a lot.
For you, that means a lot. Jeez.
This revenue back here, if we achieve this number, founder card holders, 250 people are going to share 5% of this revenue.
I did not edit this, by the way. This is literally how it's posted.
$649,000 each. 5,107 people are in Zeus's Bounty smart contract, and they're going to share in 7.5% with different share levels.
When?
Okay. Obviously, if you came into Zeus's Bounty with 10 B&B, you're going to earn a little bit more of this versus if you came in with 0.1.
Really? Is that how that works?
Then that's just fair.
So you mean if you invest $10, you'll probably get back more than if you invest $1? Huh. So then how is this different from the stock market and shit again?
And we like to try to be as fair as possible. 5,107 people, that would be a value of $47,655 each if it were all.
Yeah, pretty much the rest of this, Joe, ends up being just a big giant income speech. A legal income speech.
Equal. Some will get more than that. Some will get less than that. But that's an annual salary, guys.
Apparently.
Nobody was ever going to make an annual salary in Zeus's Bounty. But now they can. Nobody will ever regret.
They can. They can't do that now. Why are you saying now they can? Like, this is happening right this second when it's not.
Joining Zeus's Bounty.
Hello,
Only the ones
Andy.
that went dark and will never come back to check to see if they have this money. And it will sit there for them.
This is weird.
And probably each quarter, we will empty it and give it to charity. So if you know somebody that's dark, went dark, please let them know. 1% shareholders, you would.
So this guy actually thinks that so many people are going to sign up to his scam and that they're all going to be so profitable that they're just going to have like money that they're going to forget about. And it's just going to be sitting there going dark. And then he can donate it to charity. That's what just happened here. Okay.
would receive $32,450,000 for your $50,000 investment. And if you put in 5%, the $250K, your share of that revenue would be 162,250,000.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if we can generate that kind of revenue or not.
Oh, okay, Tim. Sure. Yeah, let's go on a big whole rant about how this is the revenue everyone's going to make. And then at the end of it, just be like, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Why am I here, Tim?
But the potential is certainly there. And like I said in the past, if I'm off by a factor of 90%, if I'm off by a factor of 10,
Hope not.
this number goes to 65,000. I'm sure you guys are okay with that. This number goes to 4,700.
We are just doing illegal income claims. Coming out the yin yang. Give me all the money. Yep, that's pretty much what's happening here. Just illegal income claims. It's very strange. I don't like it.
Sure you guys are okay with that.
No.
This one to 3.2 million. This one to 16 million.
Again, where are these numbers coming from? His arse.
Still very, very good numbers.
Nope, they're all from his arse. They're not.
This game is going to be fun to play, even if there was no money involved. Okay, I want to make that
Surely
one
not
of the
me,
priorities
Joe.
of the game. People stopped playing
That's
Axie when the money went away because the game isn't fun. They didn't have anything built into it, anything else. So I want to make sure that this game is so fun that people would be playing even if there was no money involved.
I want to make sure that everybody gets completely addicted to this game.
But now on top of the fact that you're getting paid to play, you know. So what we're offering you right now,
Okay.
actually we'll be offering
Go
the
right over it.
5% is on the table right now. It's probably going to be on the table for another 2 to 3 weeks, maybe 6. And then it's going to be removed.
Whoa, that was a jump. Guys, it's going to be on there for maybe 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know, maybe 6, you know. Who knows? It's just such a good thing that we have him here.
Zeus, your son has returned! I bring the destruction of Olympus!
Zeus's Bounty. Here to save everyone of their financial woes. And also apparently of your health issues too, as we heard at the beginning of this.
The 250 shares is all there will ever be. Okay, we are 75% sold out. We have 60 cards remaining. They will be available on the 25th for 1.4 ETH. This was when ETH was much higher. Okay, they're going to be 1.4 ETH. You get voting rights in the game. You get an NFT when we mint them. You don't get a headset.
Yay! But then you don't get a headset. Oh. Okay. Fine, Tim.
Because with every charioteer sale that we make, we're sending out an Oculus headset in the mail.
Who's paying for that, Tim?
Okay. But all of you founders are going to get your own charioteer named Chaos. There's only going to be 250 Chaos in existence.
Chaos, you say? Like how this whole thing is fucking chaos?
That's it. You're going to get first access to all new things that we introduce into the game. You're going to get a 10% referral bonus for referring others.
Yay! A 10% referral bonus for referring others. That's what we'll call getting Huns.
And you're going to get a full rough refund if we raise more than $20 million on our charioteer sales, on our
That's not going to happen.
character sales. Okay, we should be able to achieve all those things. We're going to be given so much back just through our charioteer sales. Okay, there's a rule. There is a rule in place, guys.
Oh, no. Oh, no. There's rules.
Where once I do my charioteer sales, our character sales, our NFT sales, I cannot use that money to market the game, to build the game. Like, they won't let me use that money for anything. So you know what we're going to use that money for? One of the things we're going to do is we're going to use a big chunk of it to...
Who's they? Who's they that's suddenly in control of his money and what he's doing with his own freaking company? I just need to know. Who's they? That was bizarre.
Sponsor the first 10 or 15,000 free players ourselves. Okay, we're going to do it on top of our investor pool, which is hopefully double what we put in.
Joe says rules are made to be broken. And I don't usually like breaking rules, but when it comes to this thing, I might be fine with it.
And that is going to ensure the success that this game, it takes off.
We are ensuring the success that this game just whoosh, takes off.
We are also going to give a lot of it back with our sales. We're going to be giving away prizes left and right with these NFTs. So when the NFT is revealed, not only are you going to see the god that you got, you're
wow, the god we got.
also going to see if maybe you won $1 million.
$1 million?
Maybe you want a new truck.
A new truck?
Right? Maybe you want a Big Mac.
A Big Mac? How did we go from a fucking new truck to a goddamn Big Mac?
Who knows? We're going to be giving a lot of stuff away because I don't need all that money.
Oh, Tim. Isn't he so sweet? He doesn't need all that money. So he's just going to hand it out to the rest of us. He's just out here with the money.
And then along came Zeus. He hurled his thunderbolt.
And then everybody was rich.
I'm not just
That
going to
was
take
it.
all that money, put it in my bank account and go, man, I made mines. That is just not the spirit of what we're doing here. So we're going to be using that money to incentivize the sellout of our offering. And it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Yes, the thing about Tim is that he is very much more organized than Ash. He does have a somewhat of a business plan and somewhat of a marketing plan. And he has an idea of like what he wants to do and when things are going to be coming out. The launch date is February coming up, February 2023. So I guess we'll see if this thing turns into on passive and the launch date starts moving all over the place. But he does have an outline at least, because even he himself will be like, well, this isn't set in stone, but at least he does have the idea of how he wants this to go, right? He has an outline of how he thinks people should be earning their money, how this business is going to work, how you make your money, and how you get other people into it to make money and the likes, right? I know. He does give more details. Which is why, in many ways, to me, he might be a little bit more scary.
You guys already know this. There's never any guarantee or return. I'm not a financial advisor.
Don't ever do that.
I'm the creator, right? All I do is have a really good idea.
Then he says, never any guarantee of return. So he guarantees returns, and then he talks about how there's not a guarantee of returns. Yes, that's what we're doing here now.
I think it's a really good idea. And then I put the pieces together.
The only one.
I don't code it. I don't build the game. I don't draw the art. Gosh, I seemingly do very little.
Yeah, so, well, funny that you're the one making all the money. Hey, Timmy.
Timmy!
Tim Bentley. Tim Bentley. Tim Bentley.
This man's gonna give me a full-on aneurysm.
When I put it
Not
like that.
funny.
But what I am going to do is I'm going to do my best to change the world.
Okay. Now I'm with you, Joe. Now he really should get high before he goes all these streams, because now we're talking about how he's handing out gods and he's gonna change the world.
And you guys are here with me.
Oh God.
So now I want to tell you something. What we're
The fuck is this, Tim?
going to be doing with these Zeus healing centers is we're aiming to open.
This is the Zeus Healing Center? This is what you are picturing? With drones. Are the drones going and picking us up when we get injured? And then carrying us to the healing center, Tim? Tim? Really, Tim? Oh, God. Oh, for fuck's sakes, help me. That's
20, 25 in the US at first.
Okay.
Centers around the country are charging $60 to $70 per hour
What is wrong with you Americans in the US of A?
for a session, and it's well worth it from what I understand. What we're going to do is we're going to give the sessions away in the game. We're going to drop them on the track for our racers to pick up, knowing that most of the racers are probably
Zeus's drone races. Do you know what, though? Honestly, that would probably be better than the chariot Zeus races, right? Considering Zeus didn't even have a chariot. I'm just throwing that out there. It wasn't him that had the chariot. But anyway, but this is a real center that they're talking about making that is actually going to heal people. And I didn't know there was going to be drones involved. This is new. They didn't mention the drones at the beginning of this.
going to be
I'm
in other parts of
excited.
the world. And in the first year, won't be able to access a Zeus Healing Center. So what are they going to do? They're going to go to a marketplace and they're going to put it up for sale at $35. Now, if you want a session at a Zeus Healing Center, you're going to go onto that same marketplace and you're going to purchase your session for $35. Now, you just provided income to somebody on the other side of the world. And $35 can go a long way in places like the Philippines where they're working.
So then why are you then, Tim, preying on people there? Explain that to me. You asswipe.
For $1 or $2 an hour. You just got your session at 50% off.
Oh,
You
Lord.
paid a player on the other side of the world. And the other things that we offer.
Yeah, but in order for that pair to get played, guess what that means? That means that they would have also had to have signed up for this scam, Tim. So you're taking money from them in hopes that they're getting paid like $35 from this. Do you not understand? Do you not understand how that's an issue? Especially since it's going to cost a lot more to sign up into Zeus's Bounty than this $35 that you're whipping out all of a sudden.
Or inside the center is going to help subsidize that loss. If you call it a loss, I call it a win. But we're going to have a lot of things in there.
Oh, you don't want to know what I call it, Tim. I think I'm just going to stop talking for a bit.
We're going to have other products. We're going to have other healing modalities. We're going to offer other services. It's going to be one of the most amazing places that you're going to be able to walk into on this planet.
It's going to be like Disneyland.
When you walk into a Zeus Healing Center. Right now, Our world is really sick. And we have some things that can help change that.
Fuck you, Tim. Seriously, Tim. Fuck you. Healing Center will cure COVID, VD, probably cancer, probably AIDS, anything else you could think of. Fuck, he's probably going to say it will cure autism.
Not only do we have this,
Oh,
we have other things.
Oh, why? Why does he have other things? We don't need anything else. We're good, Tim.
Let me show you guys something. Close that off. Let me check chat real quick.
Oh
Please
no.
find the healing centers and study up. Kim's been in one. Kim had an amazing testimonial from the woman sitting next to him who'd been bedridden and on Percocet for 20 years. And she was on her 20th hour in the center and no more pain meds. And she's better. I'm just going to tell you. The
Oh my God. Seriously, Tim, are you saying that you're... Fuck you, Tim.
Zeus boost. I know I never went into what that was. So, and you know, part of the reason is that as I have not secured the rights to that product yet.
So you should probably not talk about it now, but I mean, continue on.
I was supposed to have a meeting with them a couple of days ago.
Oh yeah, what happened to it? Did they take one look at all this and go, nope, I'm out?
And it didn't happen. It's going to happen this coming week. They know my plan. They know what I want to do. I've already.
Oh, we're doing this again. All right. Well, that reminds me, I think we need to hear from our sponsors again then. Today's video is sponsored by Tiny Dinger Condoms, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. Are you a male streamer on the YouTube platform? Do you use your community like a dating app? Do you enjoy flying women to you for escapades and inviting them to streamer houses when they didn't even stream just so you can get with them under the guise of working? Do you love to harass and stalk women who don't want to be in your community anymore or who found out about the size of your dinger? It's okay. It still works. In fact, it works so well I bet when you fly a woman out, you can get her drunk in a motel, try to coerce her into sex all night, have her tell you no twice, go wake off in a bathroom, which you'll brag about to women in future and claim it means you have good stamina, come out and bug her more until she agrees and says, just do whatever you want to get it over with. So, what will you grab for when she finally gives in to these constant advances? We got you, bruh! We know that you'll be all about it! Tiny Dinger Condoms, the best condom brand on the web for those micro penises, for the men who love to use their little dingers even after she says no. Heck, even twice. When you reach over and grab for a box of these, she will think, wow, I want to be raped by a man who uses a tiny dinger condom. And she will give in to the advances no matter what. Then, Tiny Dinger Condoms will ensure she never gets pregnant as it kills any sperm left in existence. You don't want another kid, you probably forgot about one you have already. So, be sure to buy Tiny Dinger Condoms today. Located at your CVS Pharmacy, Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, all of the pharmacies around your area, and hidden in your favorite streamer's nightstand. Don't worry, they're all the same. Thank you so much to Tiny Dinger Condoms for sponsoring this video, my community tab post, and my entire channel. I appreciate you. Now, back to the video.
This is turning into a rape thing real fast.
Yes. Thank you for the sponsorship. You know, if we want to have Team Westmost here, we better show what he is all about.
I've been in meetings with them before. But basically this water, it's water. Zeus Boost is going to be water. But it's water with these bullets of oxygen and nitric oxide in it. And it's super powerful for our bodies. Our bodies create this stuff naturally, but not to this extent.
And it cures everything. It's just, again, Big Pharma is trying to stop us from actually being cured so they can make money. It's them. They're the problem.
And this water has a lot of scientific studies done as well, clinical trials, and all different kinds of things. I can't say, and I'm not going to say, what it's done, what it can do, but I can say that it's as critical as the bioscalar wave technology and the healing of the DNA. We are getting technologies, not just green technologies that are incredible, but healing technologies. Talking to the inventors, the creators, they need money. And these products are falling into our laps. Some of the most...
Oh, Albs, this is the gambling guy. I know. You would be confused. My sentiments exactly. Yes, he is now also saying that he is going to be making healing centers that will heal people of all ailments. Which is why I felt the need to fire this stream up today and make today about him again. He's an advanced scammer and can do both. Run the chariot races, right? And, you know, promising to heal everyone. Okay, because I don't remember doing any drinking last night. No, the other day when we were reacting, this wasn't all out in the open and public yet, but this was for sure their plan. This is the first real time that Tim is announcing that their plan is to heal the world, because our world is just so sick right now. So, you know, our world's out here all sick, and then all of a sudden just...
And then along came Zeus. He hurled his thunder.
And then it's cured.
Most incredible things that I've ever heard, and it's even hard to believe that these things are real. But they are.
No, they're not. I'm just throwing that out there.
Now, if you guys ever heard of med beds,
Oh, for fuck's sakes! Damn! Mike Ellis's med bed, damn it!
and the things that are going to be coming, well, we don't have to wait. That technology is here now.
Damn it! I have to do a whole video, don't I, debunking these med bed things.
And there may be a center in your town. 90%.
Wait, there may be a center in your town. Sounds like a horror movie. There may be a center in your town of these pseudo-scientific medbeds that promise to cure you of all ailments as long as you give the person money. Watch out now! Coming Halloween of 2022.
The EE system centers right now are in people's homes. This technology has been around for 20 years, and they're pushing it now
Marty needs
because
one.
of all the cupcakes that people have had.
Wait, what? Where's my cupcakes? I feel like I'm owed cupcakes now. I'm owed pizzas. I'm not having a fun time out here, Tim.
Cookies or jabs, right? It's different
Jab.
lingo here. Some
What?
people had 1 cupcake, 2 cupcakes, 3 cupcakes, 4 cupcakes, right? You know what I mean? And it's hurting us.
Wait a minute. Timmy! Timmy! Oh my God, Timmy. Are you scamming people for money and making pseudoscience claims? And then also being anti-vax? Do I have a trifecta? I love my life.
So they've gone on a big push to get this out. I was fortunate enough to find this technology. I was fortunate enough to spend some time with a woman called the Golden Light.
And I detoxed all of the vaccines. The vaccines were out here, and they were hurting everyone, and then all of a sudden...
And then along came Zeus. He hurled his thunder.
And I detoxed everyone from their vaccine.
In Las Vegas, who is an amazing energy healer, and she's on board with what we're doing. Okay, we got a lot of kick-ass teammates. Yeah, clot shots. You know it.
It's almost like Tim here was like, Queen of Spade, keep kicking her out of my Zoom meetings. How can I become everything she absolutely hates?
Okay, and I don't know where everybody stands on that, but it doesn't matter. Even before that, we were hurting.
Right? A woman called Golden Light. Okay, yeah, I don't even have to hear what she has to say to know she's a scammer. Reminds me of that scene in Without a Paddle when they find the girls in the treehouse and they like introduce themselves. That's what I like flashed that in my head briefly. Oh, rip my crush on Matthew Lillard. Oh, Joe, I know. I hope you have the oven mitts. Energy healing makes sense. It harnesses the power of Zeus's lightning. The lightning bolt. That's what heals you.
We were hurting.
Here we
These
are,
cell
though.
phones put off a lot of radiation.
Oh,
They
no.
damage your DNA. Like,
Oh my God, guys. The radiation from your cell phones is damaging our DNA. We have the 5G. All right. Bill Gates is trying to kill us all. I've covered that one before. That one I've done.
to put your DNA back like it was the day you were born
Ah!
and actually grow your telomeres. It's like
Oh, no.
reverse aging. my other partner has gotten funding for the biotech company, the green energy tech company that I wanted to partner with for our charitable applications.
Oh, yeah? Promising.
These hydrogen gas units or like 40-foot shipping containers, and they produce green hydrogen gas, like 1,500 gallons a day on wind and solar while they mine cryptocurrency.
What?
And their byproduct is clean drinking water. Imagine that for a minute. I'm going to put next to it 2 more 40-foot shipping containers. One of them is going to be outfitted for vertical hydroponic farming.
What?
Also running on solar and wind. The one next to that is the latest and greatest in atmospheric water generation technology, which is going to pool all the water that's needed.
Oh my God, Tim.
Hi, bitch. I think you lost your goddamn mind.
Come back to me, Tim. You were just scamming money and making chariot races. What's going on now?
For the hydroponic farming and the community right out of the air without having to tap into any local water tables. Or maybe there isn't a local water table. Okay, and it's all going to be off the grid.
Whoa!
We are going to provide food, fuel, water, and money
apparently
to communities that desperately need it all around the world. And that is our charity side of Zeus's chariots. And that's not the only one. We have so much more that some of
Right, what's with everybody promising places like water purification and good water? Like, it's just driving me nuts. I wonder if he is currently advertising World Energy or whatever it's called. Don't give him ideas.
of you had heard me privately tell you what we have. I'll give you one product that you can go look up right now. It's called Amylex. Let me
for
put it
fuck's
in
sakes.
the chat. Amylex is FDA approved in the Philippines. Amylex removes beta amyloids from your blood. It's a toxic protein that is responsible for the plaque buildup in the brain of Alzheimer's patients. You see it now. Okay, if you can understand the gravity of what I just said, it removes beta amyloids.
Yes, yeah, the Alzheimer's, dementia, the neurological condition, definitely just caused by gunk on your brain. I want to bash my head off of something right now.
From the blood, beta amyloid is a toxic protein that is responsible for the plaque buildup in the brain of Alzheimer's patients. And it's used through a dialysis machine. And it is FDA approved in the Philippines, along with something else.
Oh my God, I've gone through this before about what it means to be FDA approved in the Philippines, and unfortunately, it does not mean a lot. It's extremely easy, and if the only place that something is FDA approved is the Philippines, unfortunately, they don't do anything to really test it or anything like that. It's very easy, like I said. So I just wouldn't trust it. Just saying.
We are a part of all of this. We are a part of something so big, so profound. I'm just super blessed. And you are super blessed.
I know. He was
We're going to
the
give these
same
blessings
one.
to the world. Unfettered,
What
unspoiled,
happened?
uncorrupted. So thank you for being here. Change is coming. Things are just like, I swear to God, it's like the universe is bending over backwards and shoving this stuff in my face.
Oh, no.
And I wish I could tell everybody everything, but I just can't.
Oh, no, guys, it's a secret. That's also familiar, isn't it?
But I think you can see it. I think you can feel it. I think you know it's real. I think no matter your situation, you should go to eesystem.com and find a center near you.
Find a center near you today.
And go and take a loved one, take a neighbor.
Please don't.
And experience it for yourself and then report back with what you felt, with what you experienced. Thank you.
No.
An amazing experience. So, and if you want to be a part of the team that brings these healing centers to the planet, we need people.
Oh my God.
We need people all over the place. We're going to need people to run these centers, to find a location for these centers. We're going to need people for everything. So don't go anywhere. Stick with us.
Please run. Run very, very far away. As fast as you can.
We had some amazing people join our team this week.
Oh,
Once
no.
they read what we were doing, they were all over it. I met people that are healing the world right now, every day, experiencing miracles. And our energies align to a degree which was unexplainable to me. So we're shifting, we're transitioning, we're moving into a new phase.
Zeus, your son has returned! I bring the destruction of Olympus!
Yes. Yes. And that's pretty much it. After that, he says goodbye, which I don't feel like we need to listen to. But as you see, I'm pretty worried right now. How much will he pay me for healing people in those magic centers? I don't know. We should ask him. Team up with Mike, 2 in Colorado. See, and yes, he was talking about the med beds like that. It seems to be that he's going down the same route as, others that we know wanted to go down. And then I got very, very scared because, again, we thought that this was just kind of a Bitcoin chariot race sort of scam. And now we have him also promising to save the world and to save people from like disease ailments. He's also promising people that he's going to get them like good water and stuff in places. We are getting into some dangerous territory. And as people keep pointing out, Tim makes more sense when he talks and is somebody that a lot more people could maybe fall for the bullshit of than Ash. And you have all seen how many people have fallen for Ash's bullshit, really. So it's kind of a fear to think of all the people that this man here can now rope in and rip off, especially if he has more people joining on to this thing. But like I said, I don't think that they have anywhere close to the 250 founders that they claim to have. There's no way for us to check this number, just like very much with On Passive. There was no way to check here either. But based on the amount of people that are at the Zoom meetings and based on like the comments and views that they're getting and whatnot, it doesn't appear that they have that many. That does not mean that that will change. So I feel like we do need to keep an eye on this one a lot more going forward because now they are claiming to launch in February of 2023 to the world with this amazing Bitcoin chariot race and these like healing centers all over the place. So yeah, we got to keep an eye on that. Also, I'm of course going to hold him accountable. So if he doesn't launch, it's going to be very much like On Passive. Do not promise people things when you cannot keep the promises, especially if you are taking their money. Otherwise, I might come and smite you. I'll come and I will just smite you like Zeus. Yes, and then you will be smiteth. And then I don't know what will happen. I'll just get very mad and I'll be reporting you to all of the agencies to have your scam shut down. And then eventually your scam gets shut down and then that will probably suck. But again, that's not really my problem. I just hope that you'll have the money to be able to pay back all the people that you ripped off. Anyway, that's about where we're at with this one. I'm going to check into that water stuff. Yes, Joe, please do. Help me out with that. That would be wonderful if you would check into the water stuff for me. That would be fabulous. I am going to be looking into all of it further, along with the companies that they claim to be partnering with for all of this Bitcoin stuff. Because again, I want to see what they're about. I want to see how trustworthy even those ones are. We just need a lot more information. And although Tim here makes sense when he talks, I mean, I guess at least like most of the time.
Tim Bentley.
Timmy.
Tim Bentley.
Timmy. 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 Timmy.
Tim Bentley.
He, is still speaking very general terms. Anything can happen with this thing. We don't really know. It's a little bit scary now that I think about it a little bit deeper. Again, I just want to thank my amazing, fabulous sponsors for being here today. Sponsoring this stream, sponsoring my channel, and sponsoring all of my videos.
Today's video is brought to you by Tiny Dinger Condoms, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. Do you think women lie about being sexually assaulted? Do you use your community like a dating app but only date women in other countries but flirt with other women the entire time? Then leave that e-girlfriend for another woman with a My Little Pony fetish that ends up being a dude who's catfishing you for 6 years as a sexy woman? Do you then post lolly of bubbles in your Discord after making sexual cartoons involving minors and claim you are not a nunce? Do you think Onision is innocent? Then we have the brand for you. You won't need to make Sims characters out of your community members anymore and impregnate them in some weird fetish game, or date men who love My Little Pony and the Powerpuff Girls when you have Tiny Dinger Condoms. Heck, you won't even need to wank it to Faith Vickers and Ethan Ralph's porn anymore. Bet you'll soon make your own with that sexy woman or man, the one who loves the Powerpuff Girls there. Just turn on the webcam and show that real live e-girl from OnlyFans, who I'm sure loves you just as much, that Tiny Dinger, and let her know that you use Tiny Dinger Condoms. The condoms that won't let your manliness hide when a man wants to come and do the anal slip and slide. Located at the CVS Pharmacy, Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, all of your local pharmacy brands, and hidden in your favorite streamer's nightstand, because don't worry, they're all the same. No more desperation with those condoms. Now, back to our video.
Yes, thank you. They have agreed to sponsor me going forward, and I have many, many ads to come for future, so stay tuned, or else leave me alone. And no matter where you are, what you're doing, I hope that you all have a fabulous, fabulous day. Don't worry. I am going to be following this thing until it either shuts down or Tim here makes everybody in it a complete millionaire, which I think we all know what will happen. Take care, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. We're going to be talking about the anti-vax community this week again when I'm talking about Modern Alternative Mama, as we are reading through her detox guide. That also has advice for how to detox young babies and children from vaccines. Yeah, we'll be doing that this week, and I got a lot of other things planned this week as well, as like another e-booklet review of an Ekankar book, which is this one's a fun one, so definitely stay tuned and subscribe if you haven't yet, and join our fabulous amazing members, all the beautiful people do, and you don't want to be ugly like Tim here. Okay, mwah, bye, and don't get scammed, especially by Zeus.
Has been told before. You know of the mighty Titan Kronos. So fearful was Kronos of the oracle's prediction that his own children would rise against him, that he decided to imprison them all in his belly. Rhea stood by and watched as her children were devoured one by one. But when the time came for the last of her children to be eaten, she was unable to bear another such loss, and devised a trick to save the baby Zeus. Rhea commanded the eagle to secret her son away.
My name is Tim Bentley, and I am what you might call a serial entrepreneur.
He was taken to an island far beyond the watchful eyes of Kronos.
I've worked for myself or with my wife for the last 20 plus years. Last couple of years have been into the crypto space, the platform space, the project space, trying to launch things that actually make a difference and aren't really geared towards corporations making money. Tim Bentley. Tim Bentley. Tim Bentley.
And then along came Zeus. He hurled his thunderbolt.
No.